Okay, so we are looking at trying out this Bench Prime over here. See, I got a pointer. Maybe I'll use that in. Okay, the Bench Prime. We got some 185 grain berries bullets. They're over here. We got some cellular and Velat large pistol primers. Got our flip tray. I've already got these 45 Colts, which we got from Midway. I've got 40 of these all ready to go. I got my Lyman flip tray. That'll work because the tube doesn't care what kind of flip tray it's got, but the Lyman is what I have. So I'm going to get started. We'll throw some of these. I've got 40 in here. Throw 40 in here, flip them over, load them up in the tube, put them in the Bench Prime, get these cases all primed up. Let's see how this goes. Also, my Lyman 50th edition book doesn't have a whole lot about these 185 grain plated bullets. So we're going to I looked through several of my other books, and I did notice some loads that would come out pretty close to these. So we're going to go middle of the road with the data that I've got with the different books that I've gone through. We'll see how this goes. All right, let's see how this Bench Prime works. Oh, for crying out loud. Just flip over already. $39, $40. Now, one thing I've done is the last couple ones get stuck in here, so I'm just kind of gently pushing them down with the rod. Okay. Now, let's see. Let me zoom back out a little bit. Okay, I've got the tube in here. I've got my large punch in here. The small one that goes right in that little thing. Now I just mounted this on a 1x4. It's pretty solid. Got to have it far enough back this way so the handle doesn't interfere. So let me pull the clip, and with the weight of this, it should push it right down. Okay, this clip is a little stiff. Okay, I heard them drop. This keep them all straight. Okay, I don't need this anymore. And that's probably one of the things I needed to do with the Lyman primer system. I needed to have some kind of weight on the top when I released them to drop them down. That way then they wouldn't get crooked. That was part of the problem with the Lyman. So I might try that at a later date. Okay, so let me get started here. I need to get a shell holder. So I'll pull this out for a second, get a shell holder. RCBS says you use the RCBS shell holder. I don't have an RCBS shell holder for 45 Colt. So what I'm going to use is the regular Lee, because that's the dies I have. It snaps right into place. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so you bring this up. Oh, yeah, dummy. Okay, bring that up, push it in, pull it out. You got a little ball detent right here, and the primer cup's got to be up to trip that ball detent so that the primer will fall out. Let me zoom in a little bit and I'll show you. Let's see. Okay, now if you look close, sorry, tripod's a little bit stiff. If you look close, you'll see a primer sitting here ready to go, and this ball detent holds that primer in, and all the rest are stacked on there for some weight. So let me get these some of these primed up, and we'll see how this goes. Okay, push your lever down, pull it up, push, voila. Nice, beautiful primer. It's behind the, it's, yeah, not flush, whatever. Okay, so push that up, pull it back. There's a new primer in here. This can go really fast once you get the hang of it. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, I'm digging this. Okay, let me get these primed up. I'll get back to you. Okay, you can get going pretty quick with these. But I just had a little problem. I was going really quick, and I flipped a primer out. It like double fed a primer, and it went flying. So that's like losing a dime. I looked all over, I didn't see it, so I guess I'm out of primer. But this does go pretty fast. I like bench priming. I can feel this really good. It's not difficult, but when you're using the Lee hand primer, you're constantly, like, you can go like that too, but you're pushing on your thumb, and you know, and it gets, you can feel it really good, but after a while your hand starts getting pretty tired, your thumb or whatever. I used to use it like this and have it angled away from my face, and that way I had several fingers to do it. I've also done it with the thumb if my fingers started getting tired. So this can go really fast. You just pull this back. This spring for some reason isn't very tight, or doesn't have a lot of power. Hey, I found my primer. Okay, so let me stop this because the primer fell down here. It was sitting right there, and I, like a dummy, I moved it. Let me see if I can dig this out. That's probably why I couldn't find it on the floor. Okay, let me get some needle nose. Okay, so I got that out, undamaged. If I had squoze this again, I probably could have got damaged. So let me do this, and now I will take my errant primer. I'll stick it down inside this cup here. Down. Okay. Do this. And I mean, you're not using a lot of pressure, but you can feel that primer go in. So I really, I've wanted one of these for a long time. I have it, and I'm just really thrilled with it. Okay, so that one seems a little stiff, but it's still below flush. So since I'm already putting a primed case into my loading tray, I just grab another one out while I'm there. Then I have it in my hand. Okay, if you get an opportunity to get one of these, if you bench prime and you've been using something like this forever, if you get the opportunity to get one of these, I seriously and highly recommend it. And I'm not trying to be a fanboy for RCBS. I have problems with certain things from RCBS. I just think a lot of their stuff, although good quality, a lot of it is really overpriced. So we'll keep going on these, and then we'll get these charged and go on from there. Okay, my last couple ones. Yeah, I wasn't going to keep doing this while I talked, but I just want to thank Willie for helping me fulfill one of the items that's been on my wish list for many, many years. I just could never really justify the cost. Okay, that was my 40th primer. So when you're done, make sure you put the little hitch pin thing in here again. So that when you go to load more and you flip it over, you don't have your pin in there. They'll go all over the floor. And hey, at a dime a piece, I don't know, a nickel a piece, 3 cents a piece, whatever you're able to get primers for, yeah, you don't want to lose one. I'm telling you, it's almost a tragedy. But then I'm a tight wad. But okay, so like I said, I just have this in my bench. It's sitting right here. You can clamp it to your bench too, but I don't have much of a lip here to clamp. And if I did, it would still rock back and forth. But I can put this on the shelf now, and it's ready to go next time. And I've got all my tubes and everything all squared away and ready to go. So thanks again, Willie, for getting this to me. It's something that I've wanted for a long time. Okay, shell holder comes right out. Non-RCBS. It's only I use what I can, but I don't know. RCBS is pretty proprietary in what they recommend. That's one of the problems I have with RCBS. But anyway, let's get to the next phase.